20 hobbies that I have. 20 hobbies that I have. 20 hobbies that I have in my 20s. 20 hobbies that I have. 20 hobbies that I have.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's something about this girl, man. From around my way. Ever try to hold back your feelings?
And we back at it.
Yeah. Ooh. Yo, what's up, Earth? It's P. So, I don't know. Hey, what's up? I don't know. Today's video is 20 hobbies I have in my 20s. I feel like hobbies is a good thing. Obviously, you want to pick up a lot of hobbies just period, so like you're never bored. Even though I feel like I'm constantly bored. I'm actually 21. I turned 22 this year in 2025. If you see me looking over here, that's because I got my whiteboard. I got my whiteboard here with my big list of everything. Let me see if I can get like a thumbnail photo. I hope that's a good thumbnail. Praying to editor Perris. Sewing is first on this list. I recommend that everybody gets like some kind of sewing lessons, whether that's with a hand needle or with a sewing machine, and whether that's going to a class or learning through YouTube University. I think it's really important that everybody kind of becomes a seamstress in their own ways, because you can buy clothes like that might be the last one on the shelf, but alter it because like you know what you're doing. And I've often done that with a lot of my like thrifting finds and stuff like that. So I think that it's an important skill for everybody to have. Another one of these that I have on here is cooking. So for cooking, I realized that I like to cook like right when I started college, because I just like got into needing a lot of meals and a lot of like protein and whatever the case may be. And then I actually picked up a job where I was a sous chef. So I was constantly in the kitchen and I was constantly working with knives and knowing what temperature was supposed to be what. I like to cook, I like to create, I like to put things together. My favorite thing to make is definitely pasta. I've been getting into like how I make my steak. I like how my boyfriend makes my steak. I like how he makes the steak. I love to share my meals with people. Like if I could cook for a mass of people and they all equally enjoyed my food, that's the way to win my heart, to be honest. The next one that I have on here is reading. So honestly, like it's very difficult for me to get back into like my elementary school phase reading. I think my mind was just so free at the time, and I cannot hold myself like, what's the word? I can't be so hard on myself because I soak in all the reading, because I just did not keep up with that hobby when I was younger, because they started to make me read things I didn't want to read. But I've started to pick up different books and different things that I want to read now. And the only way, and I was telling my stylist AJ about this, the only way that I can get myself to read is to stand up first. I cannot read like sitting down. Stand up and start reading. Another one I have on this list is editing. I am an editor at heart. I always say that at like job interviews and stuff, and they're like, tell me about yourself. I'm like, I'm an editor at heart. I enjoy editing just because I love to see the final product put together, whether it's photo or video. I think that both are okay. I definitely lean more towards video because there's so many more possibilities like that you have to like be hands-on about. There's a lot of AI opportunities for Photoshop and stuff like that, but honestly, I'm really like, I don't know, I like Final Cut Pro, and I keep trying to go to Adobe. It's obsolete in the editing world. Like you're not really supposed to use Adobe, but they have really good systems for creating more personalized like transitions and effects and stuff like that. Adobe is eating my $19.99 away every month for Photoshop, so I use the heck out of Photoshop and Lightroom. So number 4 is photos and videos. So this is a little bit different from editing, because like taking photos and videos can be natural. You don't have to edit those, and like this is like the actual action of like whether you're taking pictures or like recording a moment. Like there's a skill set to it, and there's like, you know, different types of perspectives you can use, and there's the rule of thirds, things like that, different types of contrast, different types of lighting, knowing what's your lighting situation. I think for me, I like to take like Kodak moment photos, and then for videos, I like all types of videos, honestly. Speaking of that, I like to write as well. I feel like I never finish like a book or a script that I actually end up writing. I feel like I have like maybe 2 or 3 that I actually did finish, but I like to just like write different ideas, like write different concepts, different TV like episode ideas. I need to commit a little bit more to the writing. I enjoy the writing process when I'm in like the zone, I'm in the mood. I don't know where that is. Oh, writing is an honorable mention. So number 6 on this list is DJing. Okay, I always wanted to like try to figure out how to just like mix music. I really enjoy like actually putting different mashups together, like one song over the other instrumental, as opposed to like, I don't know, there's like the techno EDM house ones. I can't get into like the actual like beat, like zzz type beats, but actual music I like to mix and just make sure like there's a smooth transition in the middle of those two. Number 7 on this list, I'm gonna say, is playlist making. This is a little bit different from DJing because playlist making doesn't require you to have like an actual board or like a program, and essentially it's just like, what is the vibe, like what's the aesthetic, like what's the mood. Like if you've ever been on Spotify, they have a lot of like mood type of playlists, and I think that it's kind of a gift for you to be able to like burn a CD and make a playlist, because I still come from a time that like I did burn CDs. I asked for CDs to burn for Christmas. Like I like to like put music together and like put different mashups and samples together. I think the last one that I made was for Brianna. My next hobby is basketball. Basketball is just like, I guess it's my sport of choice. I just enjoy like getting it into the hoop. Like there's such a very specific satisfaction about like shooting your arm the right way and just like getting the ball in the hoop, you know, like the point of basketball. And I'm sure that's probably like with every sport, because I used to run track, but that's not really like a get a ball in the hoop. That's just like run as fast as you can type of thing. I'm not even gonna keep track of the numbers because I'm going out of order on this list. My next hobby that I have is yoga. I just naturally like to do yoga, and I had to take it as an elective for 1 year. Like I've always just enjoyed like stretching my body. I think maybe because I was a gymnast. I shouldn't even say I'm a gymnast. I did take gymnastics classes, but was I a gymnast? Yeah, maybe. And like my favorite thing to do is headstands. Like I could do a headstand for so long, and I just like enjoy it. Like it brings a rush of like serotonin just to do. Like talking about it right now makes me want to do it. Like my next hobby I have on the list is thrifting or shopping. I don't ever really like pull the trigger on the cart in like actual shopping carts, but thrifting, yeah, I like to spend a little bit. And I just started selling on Depop, and I just like, I can see like the prices at Depop is much more popular than it was like maybe like 5 years ago when I was originally on Depop. So I'm like, I'm gonna start looking on there because people actually have like good stuff that they're like trading and selling. It's hard to buy other people's stuff off the internet. That's the other thing. So this is probably number 11. Nature, walk, and hike. I like to hike, not often. I don't like steep hikes. I don't like stupid crazy hikes. Like I like a cute little, like it's basically practically a walk. I like nature walks. I like anything in the nature, like just like being on like a little dirt road trail or something like that. Like I always say like I smell cinnamon. Like if I don't know how many of you guys live in like Los Angeles, but I feel like ever since I was a kid and I went on nature walks, like for field trips or whatever the case, I've always naturally smelled the cinnamon. Like I don't know what other word to describe it, because cinnamon doesn't just like grow. Like it smells like cinnamon when you're like in like really like fresh raw like nature where my nose is really like working its course. I smell cinnamon. I can't help it, and I'm like, I want to smell it. I enjoy food, because another one of my hobbies that I have on here is actually Italian and sushi restaurant hunting. I like to find, and coffee I think too, but not big on coffee. Maybe more like smoothie shops and like acai bowls. But my main game is Italian and sushi restaurants. I don't step too far out for sushi because raw fish is very tricky and I like what I like. But Italian, you can almost never go wrong with a Yelp review like picture. You know what I mean? Like if the spaghetti looking too thin, like a box spaghetti, like, and it's an Italian restaurant, I don't want nothing to do with it. I love Italian restaurants and I love sushi. Sushi is something that I have to do by myself though. Sushi is definitely like a by myself activity because a lot of people do not mess with raw fish, but I've been accustomed to it. And the thing is, I didn't used to like sushi because the first thing that I tried was a California roll. I don't like California rolls. Like I can never get behind the imitation crab. I don't like the imitation crab, and I especially don't like the avocado mixed up in there like that. Okay, so my next one on the list is bowling. This is another like active one on here. Bowling, probably like one of my last active ones on here. Yeah, bowling I enjoy just because I'm pretty good at it. I'm not gonna like, I like to bowl like because I'm good at it. Like I enjoy getting, it's the same thing. It's the same thing as basketball. I enjoy getting the ball in the hoop and I enjoy getting the ball like on the pins. Okay, so my next one on this list is I love to dissect movies. I enjoy like, for me, like because I've worked on different like student film sets, I like to see like behind the scenes, like what they might have missed in like set dressing, like if they reset the shot. I like to see like where they might have shot it. Like I like to feel like, oh my god, like that's a piece in LA. Like I like to dissect like how they made the movie as opposed to watching it. I think that's also my problem with relaxing. Yeah, let me say production design because so production design, I got introduced to it really early on in my college career. We weren't roommates at the time, but my roommate, business partner, friend at the time, you know, like she had a short film because she was in film school at the same school, and so essentially like I got to help her with that project, and that led me to doing a whole bunch of other different projects because it just kind of exposed me. And I really just like enjoy like putting the set together, like where would this character live and like how can we do it on a budget, and like dressing the set is just like kind of rooted in me just because I don't know, like my dad's in the film industry, so I just like enjoy like being on set and like the BTS, like I enjoy how it's made. So another hobby that I have that has to do with how it's made is coding. I want to get into coding more. I only know the basics of like HTML and stuff like that, but I really want to get into like app coding and stuff because honestly apps are the future. But I just genuinely like have always kind of been interested in how this code will do this for the website, and it's just another form of editing. A lot of my hobbies on here are different forms of editing, and I talked about this, I swear, on a podcast episode, or not podcast episode, in one of my videos. I swear I talked about like how much I love to like translate my editing into other things. Like DJing is editing is editing, cooking is editing, production design is editing, coding is editing as well. It's a specific type of design format. It's a specific type of way and language that you have to move in order to get a final, you know, cute little product. My sun's going down, so I need to like freaking hurry up. I'm almost done. Another hobby that I have is entrepreneurship. I enjoy creating new businesses. I enjoy exercising the idea of creating new ideas and solving different problems and helping different people. And if I had money, I would be more of a philanthropist, but at this moment, like I need to make money in order to be a philanthropist. So I'm kind of definitely on like a hustler mindset, but I love entrepreneurship just because it's an opportunity to just create something new. Another thing that I do is event production. So event production, I realize like I do a lot of that with my nonprofit, and I haven't done it in a while because we did it for like a whole year. And I had a business partner at the time, but it's harder for me to operate that business because we had two brains colliding. But this like event production period, like I like to bring people together in a creative way, like for, again, another common goal. Event production is really beautiful because like they get to realize how great they are, because like there's people who don't know that they want to do that and they have so many questions at the end, and then you create this new kind of community. It grows, and networking period is important, but the way that it happens is even more important, because I'm definitely the type of person that needs kind of like a purpose to go up to somebody. Like it's very hard for me to make casual friendships. I like to work with like a backstory with people, and I like to see how people operate. I want to see people in their natural element. My second to last one that I have on this list is driving to views. I like to I'm in California, so there's a lot of like different sights I can see. I'm definitely like not just straight city. Like sometimes I want to see city lights, sometimes I want to see the beach, and sometimes I want to see like mountainy type of area. So I just like to enjoy like different pockets of what you can find in like different neighborhoods. My last one on this list is painting and coloring. I enjoy just like putting the brush paint strokes on the paper, but painting is definitely like a skill, especially if you like know how to like create your own art like from scratch, you know what I mean? But yeah. And then my future hobby goals that I want to include is upholstery, perfume. My sister has she's trying different perfumes on her Instagram at Reese Squared, but she's trying different perfumes to find her new scent, and it's like I want to get into that too. Travel's expensive. Natural hair care, I just want to know how to like actually like grow your mane out. Clay, I want to get into clay and like actually making like things from scratch and getting it put in the kiln, and like, I don't know, like painting and stuff, more painting, like just crafting things from scratch. And then the last one that I have is animation, and I think animation is close to like my coding one, but I know very basic stuff about animation. That's all I have for you guys today. That's 20 hobbies that I have in my 20s. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You already know the deal. And I will catch you guys next week. Yeah. Okay. Bye.